Major fire has now been reported at the Kuwait International Airport after Iranian attack drones targeted the fuel tanks at the airfield. A high-rise building was also seen engulfed in the flames. Let me in fact rope in Mr. Srivastava on this. So sir, like we have also been discussing, Kuwait also comes into the picture. Yesterday we saw the Iranian president actually apologized to its neighbors. He said that we do not want to attack you, but circumstances are such. And we were assuming, the analysts were assuming that Iran would then now stop attacking its neighbors and it would save its arsenal and target maybe Israel or the other forces in the region. But now we are seeing that Kuwait International Airport has again been attacked. The fuel tanks that are present over there have been targeted this time by the Iranian drones, and we are also seeing that a high-rise building was engulfed in flames over there. Do you believe that there seems to these countries that are there present in West Asia will still be involved going forward in the war? They will be affected?
Well, if the attacks do continue from the Iranian side, then obviously they will be impacted, they will be affected. The people are still stuck, those who are traveling in those countries, whether Dubai or other places. So I think the various kind of challenges and difficulties are being posed with this kind of Iranian retaliation targeting these West Asian countries. And and obviously they had nothing to do with this entire situation. They were of the view, if you look at the various suggestions given by Saudi Arabia, UAE and other countries to the United States of America, that they should avoid going into any such kind of situation, any kind of a war should not begin, because it will derail the entire region, it will destabilize. But unfortunately, this war has started, and the countries, like if you look at the country like Oman, Oman was the country who was attempting to mediate between Iran and United States of America. With their mediation only, this indirect talks were going on between the US and Iran in Oman and Geneva. But they have been also targeted. Qatar is a very friendly country. Qatar has been helping Iran in several such crisis-like situations, but Doha is under attack, Dubai is under attack, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait is under attack. So I think that this kind of unwise and blunderous steps which the Iranian Islamic regime is taking, I think that has to be stopped. And good signs were shown yesterday when the President Pezeshkian offered apology, and when he said that he would like to, he would not go ahead with this kind of targets with their neighboring countries. But unfortunately, it appears that the voice and wisdom of Pezeshkian is not being followed by the IRGC, which is mainly responsible for carrying out this kind of retaliation. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, it appears that they are having a different views, and they are still have the sense of retaliation and anguish and war fighting intentions. So I think it appears that things are not in good shape even in that Islamic regime's camp. One section is thinking differently. The other section, particularly IRGC, is thinking in a different manner. And if that kind of scenarios continue, and the time passes by, and the United States of America and Israeli operations do continue, then obviously they will run out of their firepower in next few days. And that will be a very disastrous situation for the IRGC in particular. There may be some kind of a leniency for this leadership, political leadership, but IRGC will certainly be severely targeted by United States of America and Israel for what kind of retaliation, etc. they are doing at this point of time. So I think prudent and wise would be for IRGC to show some wisdom like the Pezeshkian was showing, and they should open the path of dialogue and negotiations. They should stop immediately attacking their neighbors. I think that is the very imprudent and steps they are doing, blunders over blunder. They are obviously doing things, these attacks out of desperation. That is very clear. But since Ayatollah Khamenei was assassinated and eliminated by this strike, I think the anger was very much there. But now the things have gone on. Several days have been passed since then. I think they should utilize some prudence, and they should not at least attacking their neighbors, Kuwait and UAE and Oman and Saudi Arabia like countries. I think they are not taking proper steps, and for that kind of blunders, they are going to face a very severe consequences, because that is giving ground for US and Israel to attack even more. But on the other side, I would like to also say that ground operations, if United States of America goes into, it will be a very, very challenging situation for US forces too. And ground operations, though conceptually it is quite can be done, and the US intentions are there that they have kept that option open. But I do not think that President Donald Trump will be able to suffer the blow with the body bags which they start arriving in Washington from Iran after the ground invasion. I think that will be also a very difficult situation. So United States of America, as of today, the kind of approach they are having, they wanted to weaken this Islamic regime, which they have successfully done so, and obviously they wanted to help people of Iran. They have every option to do so. So for that to do, I think negotiations and dialogue should be the way out. And I think they should also, US and Israel should also give due considerations to opening the channel of dialogue and negotiations. And I think dialogue and diplomacy should be the next best option. And I think US and Israel, they should also think about exercising those options.
Absolutely. In fact, let me also